Well, Tunisia is waking up to a new era. This is a historic moment for the country, the morning after its first free and fair election. And early results are showing that, as predicted, the Islamic party Ennahda seems to be doing pretty well in many parts of the country. Well, joining me now to discuss the newspapers and the early results is Tarek Kahloui, who is a political candidate, an independent candidate and a blogger as well. Tarek, what are you seeing from the early results?
Well, I'm seeing that we are entering a new era. After so many decades of a despotic system, Tunisians are clearly learning that they can build a democratic system. The very high really turnout shows that Tunisians are very much engaged into building this electoral system.
You're talking about the high turnout, and what we're reading in the newspapers is 80 or even 90% turnout out of the 4.1 million people registered to vote. That is quite incredible, isn't it?
Yes, it's a huge turnout. You know, before this, the Ben Ali regime would give up numbers like these, 90%, but no one really believed that these numbers were true and credible. Yesterday, everyone went out and they stood up in very long lines and they were very patient, waiting, sometimes for hours, even after 7 p.m. And the main thing is to get to vote. And,
okay. Well, let's talk about the early results. Potentially, we are seeing that Ennahda has the majority of votes. Does this surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me. Early polls, at least a month ago, showed very clearly, so many polls suggested that Ennahda would get between 30, 35, even 40% sometimes, which is pretty accurate when we look at the early numbers coming from different polling stations as we speak, and it's totally predictable.
Tarek, thank you so much for joining us here. Well, we'll have to wait and see for the official results, which are expected on Tuesday, but as I say, there are unofficial results which just keep coming through.